You already master the law of attraction. You already master the law of attraction. I'm going to say this one more time. You already master the law of attraction. All of us do. You've heard it before. It's working at all times. It's not something we turn on and begin using, right? It's a law of the universe. The thing is, because we're not aware of it most of the time, we're using it against ourselves, not in our own favor. But you are already a master at the law of attraction. What your mind thinks and believes, the heart does not object. In other words, what your mind thinks and believes, your subconscious mind does not object. And for things to come into physical manifestation, something has to take place. And that is the agreement between your mind and your heart, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, your mind and your soul. When these two agree on anything specific, that thing comes into fruition, that thing gets to be experienced by you in the physical reality. You already are a master in the law of attraction. You are it. So if you think about it, you can see how things you do not want keep appearing in your life. You can see it. You think something, you believe in something. Let's talk about money here. You think it's hard to get. You think you are not worthy of it. You think only other people have it. You think you have to suffer and slave to get some of it, for it to just disappear right away. And remember, a belief is a thought you think over and over and over and over again. And so you think these thoughts and you begin to experience these things you're thinking to the exclusion of the other things. And then you start to prove yourself right. And then you're like, I knew it. Yes, I'm right. I'm telling you. And these thoughts, the repeated thoughts that you see proof of, they become beliefs. And these beliefs are like programs is stored in your heart, stored in your subconscious mind. Because the heart does not object what the mind thinks over and over and believes, ultimately. So it's very easy for us to see how we're mastering it already. Think about all the things you don't want and don't like that you experience in your life. That was put there by you. By using the law of attraction unconsciously. So it's not like you have to learn this new thing that that was not a part of your existence in your life. No, it's always been there. It's more a matter of becoming aware of it and understanding it and working with it in a much more joyous, favorable way. So if you think about it, it's not that bad. I mean, it's already there. All we get to do is become aware of it and flip it, right? Neville Goddard used to say, creation is finished. What did he mean by that? What he meant was, what you want, whatever it is, the life you want to live, whatever that is, already exists. So, the things you want, the life you want, already exists. And so, creation, what he meant by creation is an infinite field of information where every possibility exists. So we're talking about metaphysics here, right? Law of attraction is metaphysics, right? We're talking about the invisible world, the things we cannot perceive with our senses. There's an infinite field of information with all the possibilities that you can possibly imagine. Think of it like like an infinite wall with switches on it, but it's infinite. So the experience you want, the things you want in your life, they're represented by these light switches. So it's all a matter of turning on or flipping up the switches you want to experience. And it's infinite, it's all there. Creation is finished. That's what he meant. So when we begin to understand this a little more, it's easier to apply the reverse thing we've been doing. So it's a matter of you thinking of the things that are possible for you and substituting the beliefs, therefore, that are in our subconscious minds, in our souls, right? Put there by our minds. So the first thing we get to do is know that anything is possible. There are no limits except for the ones we place upon ourselves, right? You're so powerful that if you place a belief that you cannot do something, you will prove yourself right. That's how powerful we are, okay? So that's the only limitation. So when we open ourselves up to the idea that we're selecting the things, selecting the light switches, ooh, I want that. I want that. I get to turn these on. So the first thing we get to do is pick those things and know, like we know that they're possible. When you know something, the believing part is not even, it surpasses that. It's like, it's the knowledge. I know like I know. Even if it seems like a huge leap, the information field is there and anything is possible. So it's a matter of thinking of what we want. That's why complaining is a bad thing to do in terms of manifestation, because you're attracting more of what you don't want, right? So thinking of the things you want and knowing that they exist already, and it's a matter of selecting them. So we think about those things with certainty. And then we are allowing these ideas to take hold, meaning whatever it is that our minds think and believe in, the heart does not object. And therefore, if we have the agreement, that thing can come into your physical reality. Right? So I'm going to quote a little passage from a very interesting book. It's called Reality Transurfing, by the way. It's a phenomenal book, and I invite you to read this book. It's very long. And it uses like specific like terminology here, so I'm just going to tell you something before I read this, just so you understand. It's going to talk about inner intention and outer intention. Inner intention here, just for context means you trying to manipulate the 3D world to get what you want. This is what they refer to as a inner intention. You're trying to manipulate the world to get what you want. It's very hard, it's very exhausting. Outer intention means allowing, just a second. Outer intention, am I focused? Yeah, okay. Outer intention means imagining what you want, selecting the light switches, having the agreement between mind and heart, and allowing the field of information to bring forth in physical reality that which you seek. It's beautiful. Inner intention, efforting to get things. Outer intention, choosing and allowing. So that was for context. So I'm going to read the passage here for you guys. If the mind can fully accept the idea that there can be an alternative to the usual developments of events, the heart will not object. Union between the heart and the mind activates outer intention, which transforms the chosen script into physical reality. So if you're agreeing on negative things, it'll come into physical reality. It could be both, right? So that's why I'm telling you, you already master the law of attraction. It's just a matter of flipping it. As you can see, outer intention arises not as a result of will, but as a consequence of harmony between the heart and the mind. Outer intention acts independently of personal will, and so inner intention, personal will, should only be directed towards achieving a harmonious connection between heart and mind. Right? Our mind is a beautiful tool that we get to use as it was designed to be used. Right? We're not going at war with our minds here, but we're just letting it do what it knows to do so well, right? So we're focusing on the agreement between this idea the light switch we're selecting, right? And the heart. So if you're manifesting all sorts of things you do not want, it's a matter of flipping it. It is a matter of flipping it. And choosing love and harmony and joy and light, which is literally what you are, what I am. Is about choosing what we want and speaking about what we want all the time. If you're complaining about anything, you're robbing yourself of a lesson and of growth, and you're getting off track. Because when you're complaining, you're not talking about what you want. And then you're giving your mind and your heart ideas you do not want. You already master the law of attraction. You already master the law of attraction. I love you so much. and you can totally do it. Anything is possible for you. I know that anything is possible for you. I just know it. I really hope this helped you. Leave a comment if you feel called to. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.